Yeah, that's exciting. I mean, pumping data into Facebook or wherever you need to build out your ad campaigns is never easy. I've heard of a couple of other companies that have really done well in that space, and wish you guys really well in that because it could be a great line of business. But my last question is, and I think something relevant to everybody here is, we're all building our profiles, ideal customer profile. We're all trying to build a list of target accounts, and most of us are doing a great job of, okay, they're in this industry or these industries, they're this employee size or this revenue, and maybe they've raised capital. And then it kind of, the sophistication of the model kind of tails off unless you have your AI tool that apparently has its own 80,000, data sources and scraping and can just spit you out some raw, A, B, C, D, E, or F. But in terms of lead scoring or account scoring or building target lists by scoring with intent, how do you guys help a customer with building out those ideal customer profiles or doing their ABM scoring?
That is a great point, because that is a lot of the times that's the problem they come to us with. I mean, yes, account-based marketing can be various things to various people, and you could be using a list from a conference you just got, and you kind of want to target this list of people before you go to your booth. You want to make them aware you're there. It could be a list of leads that you just bought, and they have gotten to a certain point, and you want to activate those and understand more about those. In any case, intent is always great as a supplement to understand the messaging. And I think that's where people, like, first you want to execute, and that's always great. And I obviously just talked about that. But before you execute, you need to know what you're going to say to them. So that's where echo and enrichment comes in. It really helps you understand what message, what's going to resonate well when I send them and I try to speak to them. And then, quite honestly, everybody has their own scoring methodology on their side. And then we have our own way of scoring and understanding a business as well. And we try to be very transparent about it. And this time, in this day and age, all you can really do is be transparent on these are the things I'm looking at. This is the AI that I have in here. Do you agree? Do you want to, do you like it more on the, intent level? Are you willing to take more risks? Do you really get more scale? Or do you really want to fish in a barrel? And do you really want to know if we're like 95% confident? So these days, depending on the partner you choose, you want one that kind of can dial back or dial up depending on the company list that you're giving, as well as how you cultivate that list. Just as an example, sorry to go on here, like if you have a list from a conference that you just came to, you might want to have it a little bit more broad because you're kind of, you may not know. If you're trying to do a lead list in CRM, it might be very, very tight. It might be something you want to have over 90% or more. In either case, we can operate and help that.